Hey guys, Horror Man back for another review. So today we're going to take a look at the brand new Aliens Sewer Mutation Warrior Alien. Now this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive / Alien Club exclusive that came out this year, 2017. And it's very loosely based on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles case of the killer pizzas. So obviously it's not officially labeled that, but Sewer Mutation I think is more than a hint. They had this kind of like yellow look in the cartoon, and this one kind of has that type of look, but there's a little bit more like blackwash and different details that kind of darken it up, so it's not just a big bright yellow alien. Now you can see that cool picture on the bottom here. And I really like that. They did use like an original art, just a little drawing down there. And then if you flip it over to the back, you get this creepy, cool picture of the alien kind of just in a walking pose. And it looks like there's some kind of, not really, I guess it's like a sewer system behind it. It's supposed to look like that. And then if you want to go ahead and pause, you could read the interesting bio for the sewer alien. And then of course there's also a few other figures in this wave, all down below, and those are available now. Alright, so I've been looking forward to this one. Pretty cool looking figure, and I did get the NECA Turtles set for San Diego this year, so I'll definitely do some comparisons with that. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box and get a closer look. So here he is out of the box, and I gotta tell you, this thing is huge. I've definitely collected a few aliens here and there, mainly like the big chap and a couple other ones, but this one really has, like, the joints feel really stiff on it, and it seems to almost stand without worrying about the tail, but the tail is so big that you almost have to just use that as a stand. But just to give you an idea of how long this tail is, you can see it here fully extended, and it is really big. And the cool thing about this is you actually get this bend here, so you can just bend it however you want, and again, you could use that to help prop him up if you want. But yeah, this is a very tall alien, very cool. So just taking a look at the details here on the head sculpt, the one thing I've always kind of not been 100% satisfied with the aliens in the past that NECA has made is I never really thought the teeth were that great. They always kind of have like a little bit of blotchiness going on, or they're not like completely separated. This is definitely the best teeth I've seen done on an alien. I mean, you could see each individual tooth sculpted really nicely here, clear separation, and I just think they did a really nice job on that. So just that alone I'm extremely happy with. And of course there is the mouth inside that can extend out, and even the teeth on that are really well done. Now they're not painted as good as these are, but they're very small, and I don't think that's going to matter. I probably won't even have that showing so much. Now besides that, again, the detail is really nice, and the yellow is broken up into like a yellow brown combination, and you could just see these awesome details here. Clearly the HR Geiger details are very present. Just really well done on here. So yeah, very impressive head sculpt. And then you could just see all the different like tubes, and these were actually connected on the figure in the box and don't appear to be removable, which is kind of nice because some of those older ones kind of pop off sometimes, but these are going to stay on. It's got these these big bumps that you see just on all the aliens. It's like these shoulders or something like a shoulder blade. I don't know, it's kind of strange. And then you can see all the ribs showing here. Just excellent detail work all throughout. Really impressive. And another thing that I really like on this is look at these hands. They're very well done, and just like the teeth, you can see the fingernails so cleanly done. They're not just done in just that same yellow. They actually have done them to look more like real fingernails, and I just think that's just very impressive to, you know, get all the detail in on here and, you know, still focus on those teeth and these fingernails. Just great work again. And the lower half of the figure is just as detailed. Again, you know, you got the toenails, which are also very cleanly done. And then just the, you know, the overall sculpt again on this is just really clean and detailed, and you could really just see all those, you know, Geiger designs really coming through on this. Very impressive. And the tail itself is really nice. It's got like spikes all the way down. And then when you get to the end part, these are like flexible pieces here. And then you have that like almost spear tip at the very tip of the tail. And again, all the details, extremely well done. Nice breakup of color. Okay, so just taking a look at the articulation, it's pretty much what you would expect on these at this point if you've been collecting the line. The head can rotate pretty good. He can look down a little bit, but more up than anything. You do have the hinged jaw, and then you have that inner jaw that can also come in and out, depending on how you want to display it. The arm can go pretty far out and all the way down, back, forward about that far. And then there's a single hinge on the elbow. The wrist can easily swivel. And then you actually have an up and down joint here. And then even the fingers, the two are stuck together, but there's a hinge right here, so they can possibly hold something or at least give you a different display option. The upper portion of the body can swivel, rotate a little bit, go a little bit forward and back, and then you can't really swivel the waist here, but you can swivel the upper portion of the body. And I can only go that far out with the legs, so no split because of these. But if you rotate a little bit, you can go out a little bit farther. Kick out about that high. And then you do have a double jointed knee. And then the foot can go up and down. And then there's also an articulated joint right here in the toe. And then it can't really rock, so just up and down motion here. And then of course the tail, the entire thing for the most part, is on like a wire, so you can bend that in however fashion you want. So pretty good here, and he stands you know, fairly well for being such a tall figure with smaller feet. Alright, so for the first comparison, here is the sewer mutation alien next to the original big chap alien. Now this is from Alien 1, and they're about the same height. The sewer mutation alien looks like it might be just a little bit bigger, but it could be just an illusion with the different tails. They look about the same size. But yeah, the one thing I will say about this sewer mutation alien is the way they designed these feet. He could stand a lot better. He really doesn't need to rely on that tail to stand. And then while we're on the topic of that, you could just see, even just by bending the tails, how much bigger the one tail is than the other. Like this is way bigger. So big difference here. And here it is next to the Prometheus Engineer and the Alien Covenant Xenomorph. And again, sewer mutation alien is way bigger. The Xenomorphs are typically much smaller, so scale looks really good here. And here it is next to the Ellen Ripley figure from Aliens. Alright, and for the final comparison and the best comparison, here is the sewer mutation alien next to the 1987 Ninja Turtles box set, which included all 4 Ninja Turtles, Shredder, 2-Foot Soldiers, and of course Krang. So these look awesome next to each other. I really like this paint job more and more because it doesn't have a glossy finish, and none of the Ninja Turtles do. It's got more of like a animation type of paint job to it. So it's just so cool to see all these together. You know, if you haven't seen Case of the Killer Pizzas, this is definitely inspired by that, and I think NECA has done a great job capturing it. I actually have the VHS of this episode. Again, it's called Case of the Killer Pizzas. You can see the alien here, and then you really don't see it on the rest of this packaging, but it's definitely a classic, and it came out, I believe it was the second season of the show, so it is around 87, 88. So yeah, this is a cool one to pick up, but usually the episode is just on one of the DVD collections. But yeah, just an awesome set, and I just really think NECA's captured this perfectly. Alright, so that's my review of the Sewer Mutation Alien. I mean, for the most part, I think this is a really cool figure. It's definitely a bit of an acquired taste, but it's one that I see Ninja Turtles fans buying that probably don't even own any of these Xenomorphs. So if you were a fan of, you know, the Turtles, especially the 80s, 90s era, you're definitely going to want to pick this one up. If you're an Alien fan, you've probably already got a ton of aliens in various colors. But I think this is a really cool figure that if you're able to pick up, you're going to probably want to pick up, because I only see this going up in value. It was not offered to everyone unless you were in the Alien Club or if you went to San Diego Comic-Con. Now the Turtles set you can actually buy online when it came out. It wasn't available long, but at least you could buy it. The Alien was never available. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool figure. You know, it definitely plays on the nostalgia, especially kids like me from the 80s. And you know, if you can find one for a good price, definitely pick it up. Especially if you have these NECA turtles, it really will just complete the set. So thanks for watching my review. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment or question if you have one. And until next time, guys, see ya.